Good morning. I'm Coach D. Some people know me as D, Dee Dee, or Miriam. I'm going to do this video today talking about my healing journey and what healing has been like for me. You can follow me on Instagram, Free Spirit Coach D 32, and you can follow me on Facebook you can find me by Coach D, Miriam, or D. And I will definitely put my website, and my email is healinghearts83@gmail.com. And I will also put my email as well in case you want to ask me questions or book a session or whatever you feel led to do. So my healing journey has been an ongoing process now for, I feel like 10 years, but maybe 6 or 7 years. I've been to various therapists. I meet with my spiritual advisor, who's freaking amazing, every so often, and I do my own individual work as well. My daily practice is yoga and meditation, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't get to do it every day, but I try to be consistent with that. I have been out in nature. I've been slacking on that, but my spirit's being led to do more of that outside. My healing journey. It has been an interesting, to say the least, experience. My body, as well as my insides and my outsides, have gone through a huge transformation. When I first started this healing journey, I gained weight, lost weight, gained weight, lost weight. Still in the process of gaining weight and losing weight. My skin has gone through different processes, from clear skin to acne to clear skin again. I have been battling now for a long time with an eating disorder that has, right now in this moment, hasn't been, it's actually been regulated right now. But let me share with you what made me start working on myself. Some years ago, I would definitely say when I was back home, it was like cycles for me. I'd be in and out of relationships. The max I would be single was for like 2 weeks, and then I would be in another relationship. So I was in and out of relationships. And so when I was in these relationships and things felt so big, I would use food to just eat and eat and eat, because I would eat to the point that I was feeling pain and discomfort. And it was because I was scared to feel those emotions that I was feeling in these relationships, and just a lot of my stuff was coming up and I didn't know what to do with it. And so when I moved to Georgia, I knew that I needed to get out of Maryland because I felt like I couldn't breathe. I was suffocating. And I knew that in order for me to do my work and to take care of myself, I had to get out of that space. And so I moved to Georgia. Again, I was still, wherever you go, it's so true what they say, you take yourself with you. Moved to a different place, still had the same stuff back home. So was still in and out of different situations. But what really got me is, I remember I was at work one day and I had a really, really bad anxiety attack. And I battle with anxiety. Anxiety is one of those things where, as long as I meditate and do my yoga, it's pretty much, I'm okay. Was at work one day, had a panic attack, and I couldn't breathe. And I ended up going to the hospital, and they put me on medication. And I was on medication for a while, and I was with this one therapist that I really, really liked, for a consistent amount of time. A lot of things started to come up for me that I could not get a handle on. And at the time I was, again, my pattern's been in and out of relationships. I was in this one relationship, and I felt like I was drowning and I couldn't breathe. And it was just so many things with that. And so I realized that it had nothing to do with that person, that it was me. And so I was forced to deal with my shit. And so coming from a place where, when I tell you everything comes up, everything comes up. Depression was a big thing. So it's like there was times where I was literally not wanting to get out of bed and I was crawling, literally crawling in life, I felt like. And I found that, okay, I cannot do all this work by myself, that I have to surrender. The word surrender and letting go shows up all the time in my life at this point. I had to believe in something greater than myself. And I was raised, in a Christian background, but I needed to have my own experience with spirit, God, the universe, whatever you believe in. And the more I meditated and the more I did yoga, I started to hear that voice. And I was like, oh my God, this is the voice that everybody's been talking about. And it was my inner guidance. It was my inner voice. And so once I embraced that, everything in my life started to shift. And I started embracing new opportunities. I started to trust what I know. That gut unsettling feeling that just something doesn't feel right, that's showing up for a reason. And so I was, it's still a process. I'm more trusting of that now. And reading the book by Iyanla Vanzant, Trust, has literally been a life changer for me. It's hard what's that quote? Messy, beautiful, ugly, all of that. I'm saying the quote all wrong, but it's all of those things. But when you peel back the layers and you get to the core of what your stuff is, it's so worth it. And I'm still on my healing journey myself, but I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change everything I've been through to get me to this place that I am now. And so whatever works for you, whether it's going to see a therapist or a spiritual advisor or reading books or meditating or doing yoga and listen to God or whatever it is for you, do that. It's so worth it to do the work on yourself, because then when you meet people, they get to see the best versions of you. And even those parts that you don't like, they get to see that too when they love you unconditionally. So I challenge you to do that. There's probably going to be a part 2 to this video, but I wanted to share that today. So peace, love, and light. I hope you have an amazing day. My name again is Free Spirit Coach D 32. Yeah, got that right. You can follow me on Instagram and my Facebook, Miriam or D. I welcome feedback. I hope you have a great day. Peace, love, and light.